Hello everyone, this is Cindy and I am doing the flip through of this Halloween journal. This is a haunted house themed Halloween journal. Goes to Wendy Hill. I've made this particular book cover before and it seems like I always find one, and I think it was these are from the 60s or maybe early 70s, but I keep finding them, and I have a whole nother one that's still in book form. I'll cut this string off. So anyway, I just can't resist because I loved this book when I was growing up, and I know why people, donate it to Goodwill and Salvation Army, because the illustrations aren't very good. They're really kind of creepy, and you'll see one when we get to it. I'll show it to you, point it out. So anyway, this journal measures 5.5 by 8.25. It has 3 signatures, and I forgot to measure the spine. It is about, we'll say 1.25, 1 3/4. It's almost 2. We're just gonna say 1 3/4. And 116 pages, and hair tie and post closure. And this was the last book I was doing this season. Thank goodness. I did 6. Well, I've done 5. The 6th one's over here, but it's gonna be completely different. So I had things left over from the other journals, so I stuffed it all in here. So it may take a while to get through this. The digital kits I use are prints. I'm only going to say it this first time because I keep saying it over and over and over again every time I encounter one in the books, and it just gets monotonous. So they're in the description box below. My Porch Prints. I use some graphic fairy stuff, some digital scrapbook.com things, and old design shop. And I might have used some other ones, but I have forgotten if I did. So anyway, let's go on. All right, haunted house book. I had this picture of this haunted house. I don't know, it was in my stash, and I just made it the front pocket. Here is from the I don't know if it's from the title page, but you know how sometimes they have an extra page? It's from that. I put some scrapbook paper on it and just put it on the front cover here. And I have fabric, this ghost fabric, on the spine, and wrap it all the way around. And my theme for this one was haunted house / ghosts, because ghosts are what haunt your house. So anyway, I had a stamp that makes the key, so I put it on several layers of paper, and we're just pretending like this is the key to the house. And you could write on there if you wanted to. You could write your name on there since it would be your journal. And then I've collected several pictures from here, there, and everywhere of old castle-y like haunted house possible buildings, and you'll see some on tags and journaling cards and pockets and things. And this is a stamped image. This is probably from one of those digital places, and this is a journaling card or tag you can write on the back of. I have a fabric ruffle here and a border strip here. I made one of those cluster things with the tab and used it as a tuck. And this is one of the digital prints, and it's made to look like a library card. And the Dark Tower, it may be from this book. It's from some book, and I thought that kind of works for haunted house, so it's just a little feature on the cluster. And this is one of the digital prints. And this is scrapbook paper and just a collaged image here. This is book page I stitched around, and it's got a little bit of collage work there, and then phantoms I stuck on there. It's a little bit of lace. This picture of this girl is kind of, I don't know, maybe a famous painting, but she doesn't look, I don't know if you can really tell, just a little spooky looking. So I put her in the haunted house book. A tag made out of scrapbook paper and stickers, and it's lined on the back, so I think you can write on it. These scrapbook paper pack I bought had these little plastic, it's not vellum, it's plastic pieces. It's got, this one's got bats on it. Well, they only have one sheet, it's bats on it. So I did it kind of like a little flip. And it's got the sparkle paper under it. It's just for effect. You really can't write on it. You could put pictures or whatever under it if you want to. And let's see, this is from just a book, and it's got, ghostly things. This is black mesh that came from a bag, and I just glued it onto some copy dyed paper and then stitched around it. So just nice effect, and then you still have writing space on the back. This is from a CD I have of the Phantom of the Opera musical, the soundtrack from the movie. And that's a great image. And you know how the CDs in the cases had all the paperwork and stuff, the front cover and the back cover and all that. So I didn't need that anymore. So I just thought, oh, it'd make a great pocket in this journal. So I put a little divot there, stitched around it, and it's now, instead of being stuffed in a closet somewhere, it is a pocket. Just a digital image of an old looking house, and I put some that black mesh on there, and this is some scrapbook paper. So it's just a little journaling card. I made a paper clip out of, this is black like cardstock. I just used a punch on it and had the ghost on there. And let's see, did I skip? No, I didn't skip, because there's the paper clip right there. Okay. And I just put a scrap of scrapbook paper there because it really decorates this white page, and you can write on both. This is from a book. And scrapbook paper, just a cluster there, a fabric. This is a French fry bag that I put this tissue paper that had mustaches on it. This image and that image are stamped. This one's on book page. Washi Tape says Happy Halloween. Scrapbook paper, one of the digital images, and a cluster out of the fabric, and there's a little ghost there. This is scrapbook paper. It's the center of the signature. I have ribbon that's got mustache on it. And this is an envelope made out of that fabric, same fabric that's on the spine. I just glued it onto a book page and folded it to look like to be an envelope, and then I stitch around it. And inside is a monster, I don't know how to say that word, brew, because this is Monster Brewing Company. It's a label that would go on your bottle. So like if you were having a party and you wanted, you know, like you had bottles of Coke or beer or whatever out, and you could just put this label over, you know, where it says Coke, and then that way it just adds to the atmosphere of your party. And there's room, of course, for more things in there. And I bet, yep, I made it so it's also a pocket in the back. Let's see what else. Washi tape. This I used, it was a sticker, and I used it in another journal. It was the Halloween, and you punched out the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. So I just took those little punch outs and put them on some black cardstock, and then used my scallop punch and punched it out and made a little tuck out of it. And these are just things that were cut from the paper pad. And there is, we're on the back side of the signature, so we're seeing the opposite sides of the paper. This is napkin that's put onto book page, and it reinforces it, and I stitch around it and make it a pocket. And this is a note card. I just got a whole pack of them at the, you know, the thrift store for like 50 cents, and it has fall colors, so I just put this image on there. So it's like a little journaling booklet. A cluster made out of just scrap papers, and this is just one of the digital images. This was in a book, and I thought, it can be kind of scary looking, so I just cut it out and reinforced it on some paper, thicker paper, and made it into a tuck. And we have a tag made out of that sparkle paper, and just an old house looking picture, a stamp of a butterfly or a moth, and spooky is stamped, and this is some Halloween colored ribbon. And we have some more ribbon here, and this is a digital print, scrapbook paper, and then that's the end of that signature. And in the space between the signatures, I put this little ephemera folio folder, and it's just got a bunch of different just extra things, fabric and just things from magazines. And here's the pictures from the book. See how they're just kind of really dark, and everybody's got like black eyes. It's just like shadowy eyes, so like that. So I don't know if you can see those very well, but so anyway, I included them in here because you might want to use them somehow in the book or in some other book, or if you're not, just toss them out of here. Okay, so that goes in the middle of the signatures. This signature's got fabric on. I think I do have fabric on all the signature covers. This is a business envelope. I put scrapbook paper on it and the number 13. And this is a digital from somewhere, and it's just an old, could be haunted house. This was from some one of the Halloween books I used and just cut pictures out of, and it's just, I'm not sure what it was, but it was just kind of scary. So, and that is from the scrapbook paper, and it's glued onto a scrap of the sparkle paper, so you can write on the back of it. Okay, another one of the cluster things with the tab, and this one says danger in the stable. So stable could be part of the house complex, so we're going to include it. These are some of the digitals. A little cluster. This is a business envelope. I turned it kind of sideways, so here would be where probably the normal edge would, I'm not sure, but I put the scrap paper there to kind of close it off, and then just did stitching around here. And of course this is the same image from here in it. Yeah, so I think that came from scrapbook paper, probably a package of Halloween paper, and I think definitely it was in my stash, so I don't remember where I got it from. It's been there probably at least a year. Okay, it's got a tab on it, and then I put just the scrap of this behind to show you that you can put something in the pocket and behind the pocket. This is a ticket, and behind it is some meshy graph stuff. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, you sure can. It is from this. I was in my garage one day looking for something, and this is sticky. It's stuff used to patch walls. You know, if you get a hole in your wall, you use that to patch it with the not plaster, but the, that, we call it mud, but it's got a different name. Joint compound, yeah. And so anyway, I just moved into a new house. Please don't let there be any holes in the walls. So I brought it in here because I'm thinking we're not going to use it for anything else. This is scrapbook paper. I think I got it from Compass and Ink, but I can't find the file. I could find the folder, but the folder is empty on my computer, so I'm not sure what happened. Okay, here is a pocket made out of just scraps of scrapbook paper collage, and then this picture of this wolf looking thing after the girl. They're doing something, I don't know, so I just cut it out. It was in one of the books, so I cut it out and put it on the pocket. And this is just a journaling card that's just made out of all sorts of collage things. Here's an image of a witch. This is from digitalscrapbook.com. It was just a scrap of their paper, and then I had a stamp for the spider web and a stamp for the witch's brew potion bottle. Here's some lace, and this picture of this lady, she's actually a kind lady, but she looks kind of creepy there. She's from this book. So that's one of the pictures I used from the book because I thought it definitely goes with the flavor of the book. So anyway, put a boo there. That's just stamped on book page. Here's one of the patchwork pumpkins I showed how to make in a couple of videos back. And in this one, instead of putting the pieces together, I separated them on the black cardstock. So you kind of get the black, you do get the black coming through, and I thought it kind of went with the darkness of a haunted house. This is a scrap I had of that orange sparkly paper, so I just cut it and put it in just like that. Ghost of Windy Hill, that's cut from the title page, and I had pulled this out. It was in a magazine. It was like an ad, and it was like they were selling garden statues and things, and it was kind of just a creepy looking marble statue. This was a page that didn't have anything good on it. It was from a magazine or book, I guess, and so I was covering it up. So I had some of this yellow lined paper, and then I just covered part of it with that and some orange paper, and then I put a stamped image of that candle. So you've got writing space instead of the ugly side of this magazine, or not, it's a book page. And this was a sculpture. The book was showing how to make this, and I just thought it's kind of creepy with those eyes, so he made it to the haunted house book. And this picture of a ghost was from one of those books, Halloween books, and I've seen this picture since I was in high school, so who knows if it's true or not. But anyway, I made her into a pocket and just some scrapbook paper that had the haunted house on it, and the spiders and the bats and the skulls and things, and put a tab on it, and then you can write on the back. And here's a little bit of I was probably covering up the branding mark on this paper, so I put some scraps. This is scrapbook paper, and this is from the digitalscrapbook.com. Stamped image, scrap of paper just to decorate with. And this is a Halloween treat bag. I just glued it on here, made it into a pocket, and then I have a journaling card or tag made out of scraps of scrapbook paper. I covered with the sewing tissue so it kind of mutes the colors, but then I turn around and put the sparkly orange on there, and a strip of this this is some trim, some ribbon, It's kind of hard to tell because it just really blends in, but it's ribbon. And then this is from the scrapbook paper pad. Some sparkly paper I cut out when I was making the potion bottle for another journal, and I just made it into a top tuck, and this one is stuck in there. There we go. So anyway, we've got a bingo card and this, and these are from the digital kits. All right, backside of the signature. That same book that showed how to make that owl was showing how to make these trees, and I thought they were kind of creepy looking too, so I just put them on this book page. It's got collage around it and some cheesecloth, so I made a creepy looking tuck and a coffin shaped piece of scrapbook paper to write on. Mustache. This is from an envelope that's got an orange inside. I've never seen an orange inside of an envelope. It's for like a greeting card. And then these are rub ones of the ghost. And there's a spider from the kit. And this was something I did last year. It's printed out and it's got a skull on it. And it's just like a little miniature envelope, but it's not glued together so you can write on the inside. Another one of these cluster tab things, if I don't have a tab on this one. I have fabric, and it's got the ghost on it, so that's why I included it from the digital kit. That's that signature, and then the third signature has the fabric ruffle, and we have another one of the napkins made into a pocket. And this one has two cards in it. This is from the Palace Theater, was a movie theater from the old town where I lived in. And that was like in the golden days, you know, like 1920s or whatever. I did a lot of research for the Genealogy Society, and I would download the old newspaper. So one day I went and got some of the old ads out. And I just liked that it was kind of old-timey, you know, ad. And then I put this picture on there of some candles that are just dripping the wax everywhere. Have no idea where I got it. From a book, I guess. And from another book, I got Beware of Ghosts. So I just put that like, you're going to go see because Great Expectations, was the movie. I don't know what year. But anyway, Beware of Ghosts, you know, if you go to the theater. Because there are, you know, they have the ghost light they leave on. Every theater leaves a light on at night so that the ghost of the theater can perform at night. Okay, another journaling card. This is some packaging, the black or gray packaging. I had that chandelier cut from something, so I thought that'd be cool. Here's the haunted house it came from, I guess. Sure. And then I had the word haunted, so we'll just put that in here. Just something fun. Hope I'm not hitting that camera. Okay. From one of the books was just something about, you know, ghosts on the railroad, and the whole page design had all these different things. So I just cut this out and made it into a weird shaped belly band, so that the tag can go through. Tag is made out of collage and tissue, and just that's a fabric label I made and a stamped image of this candle stick, yeah. And then it says Real Nightmares on it. So, and this picture here is from a magazine. I just like that old-timey lantern, so that would be like something. It's not a lantern really, it's a light fixture, but it could be an old haunted house. And on this side, of course, it didn't have anything to do with haunted house, so I covered it with this picture I got from a Reader's Digest book, and it's got a snake over here, and I think this is a bridge or something, but it's got the coffin floating down the water. I'm not sure, because I don't know what the story is about, but you can definitely see the coffin there, so it's kind of spooky with the snake there too. So, okay, a pocket made out of index card covered with some of that black mesh, and I just have collaged a few things on there. And this is from one of the books about vampires and New England, and I just glued it on some paper so it can be a journaling card or tag. I'm not sure what the difference. I know if it's tall and skinny like this, is it still a tag? If it doesn't have the little lopped off corners, I don't know. I need to find that out. Scrapbook paper printed from somewhere. And this is another one of those bottle covers, so in case you wanted to have your party, you can have disguise your drinks. All digital things printed, and I just put one on here. This is scrapbook paper left over, made it into a tag shape, stitched around it, put this on there as a pocket, and then put these two smaller ones in there. This bingo card has a little pumpkin in the center, so it's a pocket within a pocket. And just a decoration there of some washi tape and bats. Kind of goes with the bat scrapbook paper here. This is scrapbook paper I made into a pocket, and I put that same digital image on there of the coffins. And this is a index card in fluorescent orange. I put a tab on it, and I had this Spider Veins sales. It's a little tag I'd stamped on and didn't use it when I was doing those potion bottles. So I just put it on there like a little tuck, and the spider, I did the same thing. So I glued them together and made them a little tuck. So we put that there. And also, did I have this? I think I had him sticking out. I'm not sure. They came out together. So that goes in there. And then I had this little tag with the rub-ons and the seam binding. Oh, I've forgotten what that stuff's called. Sheer lace. Sheer ribbon. There we go. This is cut from a book. I just used that edging there. I have another one of those little cluster tab things. I love making these. And then I had all that ghost paper, so I was for sure going to use it. Okay, things from the digital kits. And then I had this Joker card. Someone sent it to me, I think, Happy Mail. So I think that would be fun putting it in there. Okay, this is about Alien. This is a fun page. I showed this when I kind of did a preview. It's from a book on optical illusions, and one of them's got a ghost, one's got an alien. And when I showed them in that other video, you could definitely see the images. So you're supposed to look at it a certain way, and you can see one's a ghost, one's an alien. And then on the back of each page, it tells, you know, this one's the alien, and then this one's the ghost. So on this side, so I put them in the center of the signature so you can read the page there with it, with the image. Okay, on this side, make sure I'm still in frame. Okay, this was where I cut out that jack-o'-lantern, where I'd put them, the nose and the eyes and the mouth from a sticker I'd punched out, and when I cut it out with my, what do you call that thing? Scallop punch, yes. I thought, you know, I could do an eyeball there and it'd be kind of creepy. So this is some scrapbook paper. So there's the eyeball. Here's more eyeballs, but it kind of looks like eyebrows over one eyeball. I don't know. Anyway, just having fun. Scrapbook paper with some stickers on it. And then this was another thing I didn't do anything with, did I? I was going to, though. It needs to be a tuck right here. I'm going to do that. It's just an old creepy gate. It says, where will you go? So I think I meant to make that into a side tuck, and I forgot to finish it, so I will do that. On this side, we have a collage pocket. I put the poison bottle that I stamped as a Tim Holtz stamp. This poison label is, I think it's Graphics Fairy. If not, it's Old Design Shop. And here's another poison label. One can be from one place and one the other, and I printed that on parchment paper. And then this is a piece of scrapbook paper. I had this, found this image too. I need to reglue that, of this like a graveyard with the crosses there, and here's the old tree with the owl there. It's just kind of creepy looking. Then this stamp, this is Halloween, is in my, I have a stamp that does that. So anyway, a fun little journaling card. I will fix that with the glue. Some more of this edging. This pocket is one I bought, I think I got it at Goodwill last year. It's a pocket, and it's also chalk paper, so you write on it with chalk. So I'm going to include a piece of chalk, and yeah, all my pieces are broken, so sorry about that, but I'm going to wrap it up so it doesn't break, hopefully, and I'm going to store it here until the person gets the book, and then they can store it wherever they want. But this space between the pages might help protect it. And I didn't put anything in there, so it's just however they want to use it. And since both sides are the chalk, I put it under this paper clip, and I know I had one earlier, and I'm not sure, I don't think it had the mesh, so it's the same sort of thing. It's a punch. I covered it with mesh, and it's the phone. Here it is. Yeah, this one is just black scrapbooking paper. This one, it's paper, book page with black mesh under it. So, okay, and there's something on the other side of the clip. This was a page from Reader's Digest, and it just had this woman standing here at the top of the stairs and all the chandeliers, and it could definitely be a creepy picture with the stairs and everything. So I made it into a flip out so you can write behind it. And this is a stamp image from a book, fabric cluster. The back pocket is just a scene. I don't know why I even kept it. It has like a river. I don't know. So that, well, I had this picture of this house, these houses from the Reader's Digest I tore out. So I'm thinking, this is my house. These are the trees behind it. And then there's the ghosts and stuff haunting the house. So, and in the tag is collage covered with tissue paper and beware and a picture, digital picture that's from Scrapbook Pad, and there's just some ruffle, fabric ruffle for a tag topper. So anyway, all right, this is the journal, Ghost of Windy Hill. Is a haunted house journal and ghost theme kind of, and it's going to be for sale on my Etsy shop. I'm going to go back and add this as a tuck, and then I'm going to glue that down. So anyway, I will see you guys in the next project. So if you're interested in the book, there's a link below. See you later. Bye. Just wanted to show you that I made this into a tuck and put a scrap paper journaling card behind it, and I think it makes a great tuck. So anyway, I will see you guys later. Bye.